If you are in Nigeria, get a seat. We need to talk. Do you know that the prices of goods and services in Nigeria as at of today has increased by more than 140% as at of last year? Do you also know that the living standard has equally decreased by more than 30%? Do you know that the cost of dollar have risen by more than 35%? Do you even know how to calculate all this? Good day and welcome to today's class. In today's class, we shall be looking at percentages. But before we look at percentages, let us take a revision on equivalent fractions. With this knowledge, you will be able to calculate the change in prices of goods and services and express them in percentages. So let's look at equivalent fractions. Remember that equivalent fractions are fractions with the same value. For example, we have 1 over 2. 1 over 2 is said to be equivalent to 2 over 4, 4 over 8, 8 over 16, and 16 over 32. All these are said to be equivalent fractions because when reduced to their lowest term, they are said to be equal or they have the same value. If you tend to divide 2 over 4, you arrive at 1 over 2, as well as 4 over 8, 8 over 16, and 16 over 32. I will not say much on fractions because we have done that in our previous classes. So, example 1, this is just a revision. Example 1 says we should find the fifth equivalent fraction of 3 over 4. And at that class, I showed you that for you to get the fifth equivalent fraction, all you need to do is multiply both the numerator and denominator by 5. So this is said to be equal to the fifth equivalent fraction of 3 over 4 is said to be, when you multiply 3 by 5 as well as multiply 4 by 5, it gives you 15 over 20. This is said to be the fifth equivalent fraction. Let's take another example. Example 2 says we should find the 20th equivalent fraction of 1 over 5. To get the 20th equivalent fraction of 1 over 5 is for you to multiply both the numerator and denominator of 1 over 5 by 20. So when you multiply the numerator by 20, you also multiply the denominator by 20, and it gives you the equivalent, the 20th equivalent fraction of 1 over 5. This becomes 20 divided by 5 times 20 is said to be 100. These are said to be equivalent because if you still divide 20 over 100 by 20, which is a common factor, it gives you 1 over 5. So when you are asked to find the equivalent fraction of a given fraction, all you need to do is, if it's the second equivalent fraction, you have to multiply 1 over 5 by 2. If it is, you multiply both the numerator and denominator by 2. If it's the third equivalent fraction, you multiply that fraction by 3. If it's the fourth, you multiply by 4. If it's the 100th, you multiply by 100. Kindly like my videos as you watch, while I recommend that you subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do so. Also, you can follow me on Facebook at My Lesson Teacher. Turn on the notification bell so as to be notified whenever a new video is being uploaded. You can also use the comment section to interact with me on areas that are still difficult for you to understand. You can also share the link with your friends and families so that they can also benefit from our daily classes. Now, let's take more exercises